Hi everyone, it's Kim and welcome to the Weekly Wisdom from me and Expressions of the Universe for July 9th through July 13th. I always forget to look at the calendar. So we're in the middle of a full moon and it's a pretty big one. I don't know if you had the chance to read my blog yesterday, uh, giving you some insight towards what this full moon is all about. And after I wrote it and I published it, I realized I left out some components. One of the biggest components is with that 17 degree and today 18 degree sun and the moon and Pluto. It's all about decisions, and then the 18 degree is about putting things into action. And with Pluto being about death and endings, it's also our shadow side. Um, a lot of the things that we don't like to face, which are our fears, obviously, these decisions, if you don't make them, they're going to be made for you, from the universe. Interestingly enough, something that I wish for already happened. And this morning I was like, holy crap, that really happened. So it's kind of putting some fire under me to try and get some things done so that I can go in the direction that my heart is hoping to be going in, um, which is increasing my business and really putting myself out there and stop making excuses that I don't have the time. And I had gotten a notification this week that my shop now button isn't working. Facebook had sent me a message, so I really need to fix that today so that I can, get back to business and not just work locally, but, kind of go globally, because I do readings, not just locally, but through Skype and astrology charts. But apparently the button hasn't been working. I know people all around the world, so I'll Skype with them and we do readings that way. But I'm planning on having a reading sale, and I will announce it as soon as I fix that shop now button, and we'll be back to business. So with that said, I won't be doing a companion blog for this weekly wisdom because I'm going to just put the link from my blog from yesterday about the full moon and what it's about. And if you have any questions, you can always, reach out and ask me. Let's see, where shall I start? Well, I started with those little angel cards, and apparently, I don't know what got into my bag or whatever, because I keep these in that satin bag so that they're protected, but this whole chunk was stuck together. Oh, and before I get into that, so if we have any close-up of these nails that are a mess, they're camouflaged right now. I got a manicure, a gel manicure, before I went on that holiday Vision Quest vacation, and I always do my own nails, but I wanted them, to stay good. So under the recommendation of some friends, I got a gel manicure. Well, you can't get the shit off your hands unless you go back and get another manicure and spend hours soaking your fingers in acetone to get the stuff off. So I kind of just filled them in. They're a hot mess, and they're going to have to do because I have too many other important things to do than to be sitting in a salon soaking my nails. And today, as you can see, I'm au naturel because I'm on my way to my organic farm so that I can get some work done there as well. However, so this chunk came out, and once I peeled them all apart, I was like, okay, this is really interesting. So we have power, and this is about your personal power. This also goes in conjunction with this full moon being in Capricorn, because Capricorn is all about power and money, finances. This is about personal power. And I think that this is very indicative of Pluto also being in Capricorn. So this is also saying to me that these decisions and choices that we have to make, you have the power. You know, a lot of times you're going to see in one of the last card that I pulled that we feel that we're stuck in situations when all along we had the power to move from those situations. And that just made me think of the Wizard of Oz. You know, you've always had the power, Dorothy. You just had to put your heart into it. Okay, so the next card that was stuck together is synthesis. And this is a combination of elements and ideas, the coming together, a perfect blend of something. And I think this goes with that harmony card that I picked earlier this week. The reason why I think that goes well with it is because so many other readers, tarot readers, intuitives, people that I know have picked either the Lover's card, which is number 6 card in almost any deck, or some sort of, you know, soulmate, lover, marriage, union connection. So I really feel that this, at this time, especially with the North Node being in Leo, that we're going to see some soulmates showing up, good soulmates, so the ones that stay with us for a long time. So if you have been wanting a relationship, it's coming. When? I don't know. You may have to get a reading. Now, this was the next card, and it's humor, and obviously this deck is from the UK because this is not how we spell it in the United States. But yeah, I think so many of us have been so serious lately, very emotional with this Cancer sun, also with the full moon in Pluto, um, with the Pluto conjunct and the opposition to Capricorn. Start laughing a little bit more, lighten up. That's what I think that this is, and it goes perfect with the next card, and it was play. I do not know how these cards got stuck together, because even people that I know that pick from my bag, because I carry it with me a lot of times, I don't think anybody has picked those 4 cards. So what I did next was I mixed around in the bag, because I thought, all right, are these the cards for everyone, or is there one greater meaning to all of this? And you're never going to guess what came out. I am so freaked out. Um, it's depth. Again, 3rd week in a row. Like, I can't even make this up. And there's like 100 cards in that little bag. So for this card to show itself one more time says to me that we are still exploring the depths of our emotions, and that is the theme. That is what we're healing, which is a great segue into some stones that I got yesterday from my favorite crystal shop, Solutions for Daily Living in Newtown, Pennsylvania. Um, I think I paid like $5 for all of these stones. Hopefully you could see it. So you always want to go to a reputable shop that has quality stones and affordable stones. You don't have to pay a lot for really good stones. I just want you to know that. And if you go into a shop and the prices are overcharged, like, check on your smartphone. Google what you should be paying for something. I just know that I could trust my friend Honey, because she always offers wonderful prices and great discounts as well, 1st week of the month. And then if you get a service there, you also get a discount. But I got this really awesome fluorite, which this is about healing. And then I picked up, I was actually looking for a stone that I could give to someone that I know that had just lost their father, to help heal their heart. And I decided to choose mookaite, And so I think I'll give this to her to let her know that I love and care about this person, and to let her know that, you know, she's not alone in her grief. And then, so then I saw this one and I chose, I'm going to keep this one for myself because it's like perfect bra size. And then I kind of was attracted to this one. It's gray on the other side. And then I saw this. These were all in the discount pile of random stones, so they were only like $1 a piece. This is definitely hematite, and it looks like there's tiger's eye in it. And it's a form of muggle stone, which, you know, us intuitives always can use muggle stone. And I don't know if you can really even get to see that well, because there's so much hematite in it that it really reflects everything out in the front. So yeah, those are the babies I'm going to be working with, which leads me to our first card. This is going to be for today and to tomorrow during the full moon, and it is third eye chakra. Now remember, whenever you're working with the chakras, you should always run through all of them. And the first stone that I think about when I think of third eye chakra is lapis lazuli. No, I do, well, yes, I have placed this on my third eye when I'm laying down and meditating, but it's really heavy. I don't know if you could see how big that is, but I mean, this is huge, and there's gold that runs through it. You can also see like sand sediment. It's a very old piece of stone. This will help you tap into your third eye chakra. And what we want to use that for is to enhance our seeing and our knowing of what is ahead of us. In addition to, you know, helping that connect to your heart and your solar plexus chakra. You know, this is when you're trying to figure out an answer or make a choice or a decision, you may see that vision, but you're always going to feel it right in here, that yes or that no. You're going to feel right in this space whether something is right for you or not. And so, interestingly enough, my sensei to Serious Joy, Chris Witecki, this was the chakra that he chose to work on today in our breath work. And so it surprised me when I pulled that. The next card, which will be like the Monday, Tuesday card, is disruption. Now, this card has come up in almost every reading that I've done over the last couple of weeks. This, in a traditional tarot deck, is the Tower. And what this is saying to me is things that have been built on weak foundations, or something that your heart isn't into, but you are fearful of leaving it. It's going to crumble. It's going to fall away. And I think this full moon, especially in Capricorn, conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, this is forcing things to fall away. That's what the full moon is really about. And Pluto is about death and ending. So things in our lives that really are not serving a good purpose for us, things that we have been reluctant to leave and walk away from, people that we've been reluctant to leave and walk away from. I see the ending. The end is near, said the crow. And also, too, if you're a Cancer or Cancer rising, relationships could be ending. Like even if you thought a couple days ago that everything was good, you were in love, you may have woken up this morning on this full moon and said, yep, I'm over, I'm done, I'm out. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm hearing from some of my friends that they know of at least 6 Cancers that have ended relationships this weekend. Excuse me while I get a little bit of coffee from my favorite, Wawa. I don't really like Wawa coffee, but this is Guatemalan roast. Pretty good. So the card for Wednesday is Trapped in Fear. And I spoke about this earlier in the video. And a lot of times we are um, prisoners. Wait, let me back up. Let me start over. Trapped in fear is us holding ourselves prisoner from moving on, from moving forward. And that isn't really what I want to say either. I don't know why I can't get my thoughts together. Maybe it's the friggin' wind chimes that are clouding my thoughts. Can you hear those wind chimes? Okay. Trapped in fear is showing me that there are a lot of people out there that are very dissatisfied with their current situation or their current placement in life. However, what we fail to realize is that we are the ones that are holding ourselves in prison because we're not taking that baby step forward, because we're fearful of what's out there or the unknown. You know, oh, if I leave this job, which I know I get a paycheck and I know it's coming in every week, every 2 weeks, you know, whatever. If I leave this situation to go venture out on my own, this is me talking to me. How do I know I'm going to have enough money to pay the bills and pay my mortgage and feed these dogs? So yeah, you know, this is me saying to me even that the power lies within me to face my fears and just do what has to be done. But also too, this full moon with, you know, the Pluto and the opposition to the sun, if we don't make the decision and the choice to move forward, the choice could be made for us because Mars is coming into action, and that's what that 18 is. The 1 and the 8 is a 9. That's also about endings, but it's also about action, um, which is leads me to our card for Thursday, and it's Choose Wisely. So what I'm seeing here is so many choices are out there before us. Which one do we choose? And sometimes when we're given so many choices, it kind of paralyzes us, and we're giving our power to the choices instead of saying, I have the power to choose. I have the power to be discerning. What is it that my heart really wants? You know, don't allow other people or situations to make that choice for you. Also, too, choose very wisely is saying, don't make a decision in haste just for the sake of being pressured that you have to make a decision right this second. If you don't feel comfortable, you know, take a step back and, you know, make an educated decision. You know, follow your heart and follow your gut. Use that third eye and see what you feel. Feel. It's all about, Cancer is all about feeling. What feels to be the best choice for you? So don't be surprised if the thing that your heart is most wanting, whether it be a new job or a new lover or new opportunities, don't be surprised if somewhere between this full moon and the new moon on June 23rd, if several different choices um, come your way. And also too, what I find interesting, I'm hearing in the community, is people all of a sudden, since Gemini moved into Venus, and it'll be there I think until the 30th, people are like really putting themselves out there and flirting, and they are getting noticed. So, you know, do your hair and maybe put a little bit of lip gloss on, put on a new outfit, and, you know, spark up your personality. Don't be shy. Try and flirt a little bit. You'll be surprised at what may come your way. Now, I'm hearing all this great news from everybody, but I am not getting any of that attention myself. So obviously I've got that wall up I put up my protection every day before I leave, and maybe that wall is a little too strong. So anyway, sorry, this video has run 20 minutes, and I apologize for that, but I had a lot to say today. I just want to wish all of you full moon blessings. I hope that your heart's desire comes to you between now and the new moon on June 23rd. Stay tuned for that shop now button and my reading sale that I will be putting up very soon. Um, that's all I have for you this week. So peace and blessings. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye. And I don't know how to turn off this new camera.